Welcome to the Magic City, the football capital of the South, Birmingham, Alabama, home to the UAB Blazers, and the fans here have been eagerly anticipating this clash. Today, a pair of Pac-12 teams getting set to square off in a game that could have season-long implications. As we'll see, the Nevada Wolfpack taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and half of the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Jackson. And the Blazers will move the sticks. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field, that time
lofts one high and deep. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Let's go. Wide receiver shows motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
It's so hard because when they run jet sweeps, they don't always give them the football, and then you got to worry about other stuff. But great job focusing on your keys, seeing the jet sweep, pulling the trigger, going, and getting the speedster on the ground.
He finds his man, and they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Using the quick game.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drop.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Pulls and fired complete. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Quarterback checking the play. From the gun, the running back has it. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
On second down, looking to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, UAB. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point splits the upright. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Nevada comes to the line after getting the first down. Brown has it. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nevada. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and the score came on an impressive run from the 20. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Line gets set, first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Caught in the backfield. It's Leon. Makes the catch and he's brought down.
Nevada, 14, UAB.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Third and short, I don't mind the play call. Running the RPO, giving the quarterback the option. Could he have pulled it and maybe made that decision a little bit different? He decided to give it to the running back. The defense was ready, got the big stop, forces the fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Finds his man enough for the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. The 40. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Nevada. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Coming after him. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Blazers will line up to punt it away.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they...
And he makes the catch at the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nevada! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
28, UAB 7.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Possession, the Blazer offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up.
Oh, it's loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do... He lets it fly. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Got some room to run, and they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Lining up to add another. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
35, UAB 7.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here. Cut into...
Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UAB.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Moving away from pressure. He'll let it go to the left. Wide open, he makes the catch. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Brown. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
He wants to throw here on second down. He'll pull it down. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Get set, ready, go! Set, go!
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
14.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great returns to improve this field position.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Makes the catch. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Number 85 with the grab and the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll return it. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Blazers will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything they're playing.
Running toward the tape. He's at the 40. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Nevada! And the punishment has been extended. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to go for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarter.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
They'll ride the hot hand. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, what a move! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And, guys, the defense wants to get in the quarterback's face, but you can't get a roughing call that gives the offense a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's come.
Touchdown, Nevada! And the pummeling has started. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
14.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get left.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Nevada, 62.
First down to start the drive after the break. The give on the inside.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On the move. It's Rodgers. Almost got to the sticks on third down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Handoff to the lone back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Picks up 1. 2nd down coming up.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it.
Get set.
They'll give it to the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They give it to him again. Tackle is made after the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Quick handoff.
Gain of 1. Brings up
make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Now the play fake. Feeling some heat. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And he throws another interception.
And this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
42, spike.
Running back searching for a hole. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
At the 21-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Jackrabbit.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.